everybody, welcome to the Geekiverse show. My name is Josiah Leroy. With me, a very feisty bunch of geeks. I've got Jeff Pavlak. Austin Bruner makes his return to the show.
What's up?
Welcome back, buddy.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Nicholas Ramirez, our walking encyclopedia thesaurus of anything comic book.
King Geek.
King Geek. Oh, okay, we're going to talk about that. And Grumpy Geek, Peter. Get off his lawn. We are talking about Suicide Squad and the trailer that hit this week. Wow, lots to talk about here. Holy crap, I just loved it.
Fantastic.
Why don't we start with the lying undertone of it. It's not very serious. It's not very dark. You find a few elements of it, but Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody is playing there. I'm a fan of it. What'd you guys think?
Fantastic. I love the contrast that this trailer had with the reveal from Comic-Con. The reveal from Comic-Con was positively grim. Really highlighting Jared Leto's Joker just being a fiendish human being. And then this one was just raucous and fun. And I think that's a foreshadowing of what this movie is going to be. I think it's going to be equal parts, dark, but also wild and crazy.
Maybe DC's figured out what they need to do with their films here.
Absolutely.
Bruner, I know you got an opinion on this.
I love the Bohemian Rhapsody just because I'm a huge Queen fan. But I will disagree with you on the fact that it's not grim. I think it was very grim with a humorous undertone. So I think it's a weird mix. Like you said, it's going to be equal parts humorous, like Will Smith was joking about how this guy sets fire and, this girl's just crazy. But then at the same part, like, you see all these grim things happening with the kind of, like, humorous Queen Bohemian Rhapsody in the background. So I thought it was very grim, but that's just me.
I see what you're saying there, but I don't want to agree with you. So, Nick.
I personally do. I don't like the contrast between this new trailer and the trailer that we got from Comic-Con.
So this guy.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
Damn, here we go. So are you saying that you like the trailer? Or don't?
I think that the movie looks awesome.
But this trailer specifically.
I don't like... I'm not sure what to expect now.
You want a central theme?
Yeah, I want to know if it's a grim movie or if it's supposed to be a really fun movie. I don't like this fact that I'm not really clear on what I'm going to be expecting when I go in the theater.
Why can't it be both?
It can be both. Thing is, now we've got two trailers out. One extremely grim, extremely dark. One very lighthearted, more like a cheesy action flick.
Yeah.
I'd be cool if it had. I want consistency. I want to know what to expect going in. My wife and me were actually talking about this because the first trailer she was just like, "Oh my god, that looks so good! It's so grim and gritty." Also, she's huge fan of like the grim and gritty stuff. Dark Knight, her favorite DC movie. Man of Steel, she thinks it's the epitome of Superman's cinematic presence. Then she saw this trailer, she's like, "Oh, this looks stupid." And I'm like, "See, this is what I'm worried about."
I'm gonna have a talk with her.
Wait. Go.
Here he comes.
He's so grumpy.
The
He's
most
about to rip the shirt
important
off.
thing you said there was cheesy action flicks. Action flicks are not cheesy.
They can be.
That is all.
And there's a whole bunch of fun, cheesy action flicks. The Expendables is a fun, cheesy action flick.
Not cheesy.
It was cheesy.
No, really good.
It was awesome. Cheesy's not bad.
Well, number two was good.
Wasn't really all that
Expendables 2 was good. First and third one, bleh.
I actually enjoyed all three Expendables, so.
Let's bring it back, folks.
Well, for him, he's saying cheesy like it's not a bad thing. And I think you're taking cheesy as like a connotation that it is bad.
Because it generally does
mean bad, but you're saying
So,
cheesy's okay.
I guess ridiculous would be a better word for it.
Okay.
Cheese is not good for you.
I agree.
Full of fat.
What?
You can't have too much cheese.
Swiss cheese on chicken. Best thing ever.
So, geek chef over here. We've got chopped. You got it. The Guardians of the Galaxy feel was a little bit evident here to me. And that is maybe top 5 favorite movie of all time for me. And I think DC needs to harp on that a little bit more. So I like that.
Absolutely. Guardians of the Galaxy proved that you don't need to have A-list superheroes to get the audiences interested in them.
I thought it was going to be a spoof movie at
Yeah,
first.
and I imagine that 80 to 90% of people who go to see this in the theater have no idea who Diablo is.
They're going to know Joker, and that's about
right.
it.
Yeah, a lot of them may not even know who Killer Croc is. I mean,
Or Harley Quinn.
Right, and those are big.
Will be a topic.
Right, those are big characters in the Batman universe.
You know what, in my mind, changed in the Suicide Squad versus other DC movies is big cast of A-list stars. And that's one of the things that makes the Marvel universe so successful, is having guys like Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. at the helm. Now you've got Will Smith and Margot Robbie. You know, you've got Jared Leto. You've got some big names in this thing. And I'm not saying that Christian Bale was not a big name when he did the Batman stuff. But what I am saying is that now we have a catalog of really big name stars in Suicide Squad, and that might be what DC's been missing all along.
So what you're saying is you really want George Clooney to come back as Batman.
That's what it needs. Okay. The whole Batman
Not again.
franchise
Not
You heard it here, folks.
Not again.
needs a little life in it. It needs a big name star. I'm kind of hoping now we've had George Clooney and Ben Affleck. I'm kind of hoping that we get Brad Pitt and Matt Damon to both play Batman
George
as well.
Clooney,
that-
we just
so
can't quit you.
It's Batman's 11. Basically.
That's really Suicide Squad. Oh, okay. Good tie-in, guys. All right, good teamwork.
Where did we just go?
Expendables, Oceans.
Nick's got something.
Well, you brought up like how Marvel had all these, A-list stars. The thing is, aside from Downey, who was on a career rebound, none of them were A-listers before Marvel.
I was about to bring that up. I don't think that. I think they all.
Chris Evans built his career on being Captain America. He was in 2 Fantastic Four movies that bombed. He did The Losers, which was a good flick, but so under the radar.
He wasn't in the third Fantastic movie that bombed.
No, he's no longer in the worst Fantastic Four
thank
movie
goodness.
anymore. He's sitting back there like, you guys, yes!
I'm gonna do my own thing now.
But, none of them...
Hey, did you guys see that there was a Suicide Squad trailer this week?
Was there?
Oh, there was? That's a thing?
That's breaking news to me.
Oh. Well. So Joker. We talked about
Shirt,
it.
by the way.
Thank you. That's why I wore it. I'm also channeling Louise from Ant-Man a little bit. I'm in the second.
I got the van.
Oh, my mom died. But I got the van.
Nice van.
So Joker, Jared Leto. We talked about who we thought the best Joker ever was. If we think Jared Leto is going to enter that conversation, one of our first episodes of the Geekiverse. I'm not biting yet. I don't know. I didn't.
You
love
will
it.
be.
Okay.
You will be.
Yeah.
He's gonna knock it out of the park.
I don't think so, but okay.
Well, you're wrong.
I think he's pretty good. Like the one scene in the trailer where he's laying in the middle of something. I couldn't really tell anyone.
It's, like,
love the
it's
laugh.
knives and hatchets
Okay.
and axes and
Awesome.
anything sharp that you can stab someone with.
Right, which I think is great. I was at work and we were talking. And I was just frustrated, and I said I'm gonna Joker myself and take like the pencil to the forehead, because like you need something iconic like that to be really known as the Joker. I didn't do it. We're okay. It was a joke, people.
Our makeup team is very good.
Right, yeah. But no, like, I think that could be part of, like, his iconic moment as the Joker. Maybe. I don't know. That's just the trailer that we're getting. But him sitting in the field in a circle of hatchets and knives and all this crazy stuff, like, if you have a moment like that, you're going to be remembered. You'll be the George Clooney of the Jokers. Maybe?
Do you want that?
No. Well, one person on the Geekiverse does. We won't name names. But anyway.
Gene.
I think he could have a lot of solid moments based off the trailer that will make him an iconic Joker. As far as best ever, it's going to be tough for me to beat Heath Ledger personally. But
I need him to enter the conversation at this point.
Oh,
I saw some things that I really liked this time around. Like I'm more sold on this version of the Joker than I have been in the past.
Did you like that laugh?
It's a good laugh. Come on, people.
Yeah,
It's a good laugh.
It's a good laugh, but it's
Jeff is being paid by Jared Leto.
Obviously.
my big thing is that I like comic book movies, and this Joker is less that in my mind. And there's a difference in my mind, by the way, between a comic book and a graphic novel. And
Okay.
Good point.
Yeah,
Very good point.
There's a difference between those.
Yes,
You know,
absolutely.
So you think he's
I-
less comic booky?
I
you're
think
saying?
he's less comic booky and more graphic novel-y. I think
Okay,
he's-
that's fair to
he's-
say.
He's definitely grimmer and stuff like that. But there was some stuff when he's talking to that one guy and he kind of slaps him on the face and it's almost a conversation that like two best buddies would have. Right before he probably kills the guy or something.
Oh, he's gonna do worse than kill him.
You know what I mean? Like that's one of the things that I saw. Like there was
He's gonna hurt him
some
real
stuff
bad.
there that I really loved.
really
this time around.
bad.
So and I don't like that part of it. Like I'm gonna hurt you really bad. That doesn't.
See, it seems comic booky to me because he just looks like he's cut out of.
But it looks Criminal Minds-y comic booky to me. You know what I mean? Like.
It looks goofy almost.
I don't necessarily want. I'm not a huge fan of the Criminal Minds like gore. and
Sure.
and really derangedness. So I don't need that in my Joker, where he's he's so disturbed. I don't need that in that character. So I'll be interested to see that. I saw some more, or some less of that when I saw this. I saw more comic booky stuff that I kind of liked.
I'm open to it.
I just feel like Jared Leto's Joker is going to be the closest that we've seen a live-action Joker come to the animated Joker voiced by Mark Hamill. And that's why I'm so excited, because to me,
Oh.
that's the Joker.
Oh, now
That-
you got me thinking.
That is the Joker to me.
Mark
now-
Hamill was once in a few good movies.
And,
A few.
And now you've mentioned Star Wars, so we're off the rails.
No,
folks.
you mentioned it. I didn't say the name.
I didn't
Just
either.
right,
You brought it up.
Fella.
Reel him back in. Suicide Squad.
Whatever, man. Whatever.
Go
All right.
for it.
I personally, as far as the Joker goes, no actor who's ever been cast as Joker has ever been thought to be a good role for the Joker. Every time they're casted, everyone's like,
It's true.
really? Jack Nicholson, even Mark Hamill. The kid who played him on Gotham, well, we don't know if he's the Joker or not.
Cameron
but
Monaghan.
Cameron Monaghan.
See, I thought he was perfect from the start, though.
Heath Ledger, all of them. Everyone's like, that can't be the Joker.
That's Caesar Romero.
Thank you.
Yes.
Knew there was one.
Is that a...
Caesar Romero
is
was
that like
the,
a salad, or-
the
Yeah,
Adam
that
West
was
Batman.
that was a long time ago, before you were even born, before you were even dreaming about Star Wars movies.
The thing is, there
For
is
Star Wars.
Joker is
There was.
such a
See
chaotic
that.
character in everything. In all the comics, there's so many different versions of him. And every time people hear who's casted, and even when they see the build-up to it outside of context of the story, they're like, I don't like it. It looks terrible. Heath Ledger, oh, he's got grease paint and skin's not bleached, you know. Always you hear these comments. And then when it comes out and you see it actually in the context of the story, that's how you can tell whether or not they're a good Joker.
That's why
Mark
I'm open to
Hamill
it.
killed it in the TV show. Heath Ledger made us laugh and horrified that we were laughing.
Right.
Caesar Romero got, he created, was the first on-screen incarnation of the character, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of actors still look back on his role. So we can't tell anything until this comes out, but so far we have not seen a bad Joker, really.
Yeah, and that's always been my
So-
point in the whole thing, is I don't know how you pick a best Joker ever, because every one of them brought something completely different
Yeah.
to the role that was so wonderful.
He brought it up, not me.
What's that?
It's the greatest Joker ever.
Oh. Well, it's Mark Hamill, obviously.
Obviously. So, Harley Quinn, I think we can all agree. Oh my gosh, I love Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. I think she was born to be her on screen. Okay, well, okay, hang on. So,
Again, this guy.
Who invited him?
Sorry.
oh, Mr. Comic Book over there. So, she's gorgeous.
Yes.
She's capturing...
Sorry.
Yeah, she's captured the essence of Harley Quinn, which again I think a lot of people are going into this movie are not going to know who she is. Obviously, people like us do because we breathe this stuff. But she's from that trailer. Funniest part of it. Oh my gosh, it comes back to what you said about Heath Ledger. We're laughing and then horrified that we're laughing at him. That's how it was with her. Like, oh my gosh, that's funny. Wait, she's sick. So maybe go to Bruner to start with this one.
Why? Just because I think
Just
she's
get it out.
gorgeous?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's. I want to marry her. Throwing it out there.
Valentine's Day is coming up.
Yes.
You got any plans?
Not yet. I mean,
Maybe
Margot,
Margot, if you're watching.
Is she married? Is she taken?
I don't know.
I don't know her
She
personal life.
might
though.
probably just drop everything for you, though.
I mean, look
Who
at me.
wouldn't?
Anyway, like you said, I think she's sick. She's twisted, and it's awesome when she goes. The voices. What did she say? The voices are gonna say this. Oh, that's not what they said, or something.
She
like
laughs and goes, "That's not what they
Right,
said."
that's not what they said. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
oh.
At
she's
the end,
actually
when
doing
she says,
things.
"We're the bad guys,"
Right.
Like, oh man, I love
Yeah,
it.
no,
I've always
she's-
loved her
she's
incarnations.
fantastic, I think.
Animated series, Arkham series for video games, love it. Finally getting her on screen.
It's excellent.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Rain
Yeah,
on our
someone
parade
doesn't feel
there,
like
Nick.
that.
I like
Disrupt the show.
I like Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. I think she acts her beautifully. I think you're absolutely right. She's hilarious, and then you're like thinking, that shouldn't be funny. That should be
It's
disturbing.
uncomfortable.
But
I hate her outfit. She looks like
Me
a
too.
Hot Topic girl.
Spoken like a guy in fashion
I'm
retail.
sorry. Yeah. True.
He's the best dressed here. He's the best dressed geek.
I look good.
Got the Han Solo, older Han Solo look. He's got the chain.
I like this.
once again, going back to Star Wars, here we go. Can't get you off.
He's
it.
wearing a black vest, Bruner.
Yeah.
Why can't it just be a black vest?
All roads go through Star Wars when it comes to Josiah's Geekiverse.
Why can't he just look good as a dude in a black vest? No, it's got to be. Oh, he looks like Star Wars guy.
You're fired.
I just think the outfit itself just looks too much like she just picked a bunch of the edgy stuff from Hot Topic, trying to look edgy.
I agree totally. I don't like her
Personally,
outfit.
I would have liked to see her in the first incarnation we ever saw Harley Quinn. She was created for the Batman cartoon.
Mhm.
I love the whole Harley Quinn outfit. And I know that you can't really do it on screen without it looking kind of goofy,
No,
but
that's-
still, I love that outfit. And I'd rather see something that's more in line with a Harley Quinn than with, Hot Topic
But
girl.
you
who's-
may see that. I mean, this is the first
Yeah.
first screen incarnation of Harley Quinn, and there's, like, I watched an entire season of Daredevil with him wearing a black turtleneck and a black mask,
Very
and
true.
that is
Yeah.
not Daredevil.
Right. Right.
So you might see as her character develops, and if they decide to do more with that, you might see that development towards the traditional Harley Quinn.
We know she eventually wears some kind of dress because it looks like when she's driving with the Joker, they're both kind of dolled up. He's in a white suit, and it looks like she's in a pretty elegant white dress.
I wonder if that's how they tie in Batman. I wonder if they went to a Bruce Wayne ball there.
Possibly.
I heard that it's supposed to be that Batman catches them early in the movie. It's like a flashback or something to how she ended up in prison. I think we're probably going to be seeing a lot of flashbacks.
Oh,
in
yeah.
this. We know that we see shots of Deadshot with his daughter at a train station incognito. I'm betting that we're going to see each of them get caught. And
We are
then
going to see
Amanda Waller gets their
origins
team.
for Harley too, or at least
An idea of how she got to be who she is.
because they show her in the thousands of production stills that have leaked for this
Right.
well in advance. Her without her Harley Quinn costume on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last thing on the costume, I think it would look great if she wore what she wore in Arkham Knight, the video game. If you played it, you'll know what I'm talking about, or just Google it. I think that would actually translate super well to the screen.
Saw it in the Arkham animated movie, and actually, yeah, it was a
Saw-
nice mix. It
saw
was
that.
like some classic elements to
I
it.
saw it in Arkham, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And the Suicide
Which
Squad
was awesome.
animated
It
film
was an awesome movie.
was pretty solid too, so check that out as a good precursor. Play the Arkham series, you'll get a good idea of Harley Quinn. Will Smith had a big presence in this. He kind of seems to be the main guy early. What do we think of Will Smith?
I'm warming up to him. I like that it kind of seems like he's going to progress more and more into Deadshot's costume, because at one point you just see him he has like the eye scouter, and then another point you see him, he has the full white mask on. So I almost wonder if he's going to maybe get some kind of injuries at some point that makes him eventually don the mask that is iconic with Deadshot.
Any other thoughts?
I'm a Will Smith fan. There's not many movies that I've seen him in that I didn't like, and I think he's going to be great for the role. And I think that he's the A-lister in this. He's the star of this particular movie as far as credentials and quite honestly probably bank account.
I love Will Smith
He's
too.
got- I do too. He's this is just a quick thing, like the whole thing with the Oscars right now that's going on. I've admittedly only seen the trailers for Concussion, but who is that guy? Because it's not Will Smith. Like, I'm used to him playing in the Independence Day. Like this role is something that's it's in his wheelhouse. And then
Yeah.
you see him in Concussion in the at least the promos for Concussion. It's who is that guy? And so I think he's one of the best actors that Hollywood has. So
What's the movie where I'm blanking like you did earlier. What's the guy who he flies and he's a bad superhero? Hancock. That kind of was what it reminded me of. Like, he's a superhero. Well, he's a bad guy, but he's very humorous. Like, Hancock was kind of humorous and like the stupid stuff he did. So I feel like this guy is going to be super humorous and kind of throw in that humorous element that we talked about, while also being very dark, because he's a bad guy. He's going to kill people. Like,
He's someone I like to traditionally root for in the movies
Yes.
I see him in, and I think that goes hand in hand with Suicide Squad, because they're bad guys, but you
you're
root
rooting
for
for
them, right?
them, yeah.
You kind of want them
They're
to...
fighting badder guys, so yeah.
Okay,
Right.
fair enough. It's a good one. So,
I like Will Smith as an actor. I think he's definitely one of the greats. He's just got an ego, and that's one thing that worries me is, he's one of the actors who's known for having his own writers come in and do some rewrites to make it more focused around his character. He refused to do Django Unchained, one of Quentin Tarantino's films, because he didn't get to kill the big bad guy in it,
Oh.
even though he was the main character.
I didn't
Django
know
was the
that.
main character. If you've seen the movie.
Yeah.
He refused to do it because Quentin Tarantino wouldn't allow his writers to come in and change that element. And that's what concerns me. I think Suicide Squad needs to be an ensemble piece. All these characters need to have some decent development, some decent arcs to them. And if it just becomes Deadshot and Friends, I'm going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
Because I'm personally really excited to see Captain Boomerang and Diablo,
Yeah.
Hangman, Croc.
Yeah.
You know, I'm really excited to see these characters.
Well, apparently Diablo's blowing up on the internet. A lot of people
yeah.
on social media are saying that they loved him in this trailer.
Yeah.
So
Well, and they're definitely not getting the trailer time that Will Smith is.
Right.
True.
You know? I
He's
mean,
getting
this was a trailer that showcases Will Smith and Margot Robbie.
Yep.
And Jared Leto is the Joker. Joker alone is a huge selling point, so I understand focusing on him a lot for the trailers. That's how you're going to get people to go see a movie that no one's heard of these characters.
Right.
But
Harley Quinn is an attractive character too.
yeah,
Not in sense of looks, but I'm saying in sense of her personality that I think will hook people.
Well, Harley Quinn, I gotta disagree with you. People don't know who she is. She's a huge icon. She's
I don't think
all
so.
over.
No, I agree.
All
I
over the
think
geek
she's
stores. All over.
She's a DC icon.
Yeah, she was huge in the
I
animated
think we
series.
know. I think
She's everywhere in Hot Topic, FYE,
okay.
Best Buy. If those places are
FYE.
still around, they're slowly dying out.
Why don't
But
we just mention Media Play while we're at it?
yeah, right. Well, Media Play too.
Radio
because,
Shack?
Can we have a moment of silence for Media Play, please?
it's only been about like 10 years since.
Jeff,
Way to
Jeff.
ruin the
Still
moment of
Respect the
silence.
moment of
I
silence.
still miss it, man. I miss it. That was one of my
So
favorite
let's wrap
stories
up here. Are we feeling anything about the lack of Batman here? It didn't really affect me at all. I know there's been
I'm
some
cool
chatter
without
about that.
it.
No.
I'm not upset about it. I just thought it was noteworthy that in the stuff that we've seen up to this point, Batman had a place. And I wonder whether a bunch of people sitting in a marketing writer's room were like, you know, he's not this movie,
Yeah.
right? He's not, this movie is not about Batman, and let's stop connecting it to Batman. Might be wrong. Somebody mentioned, I think earlier, that we see some things, maybe we're seeing stuff in flashback, and maybe the Batman showing up in there as a flashback of something.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why they pulled that out of the thing, but you know, I'm not upset about it, just thought it was noteworthy that he wasn't there.
I'm actually really happy Batman's not in it because this movie needs to stand on its own. It can't. That's one thing that DC has been struggling with is looking outside of their big two, Superman and Batman. They've just kept pumping out movies about them. They've ignored all these smaller areas of their world. So for Suicide Squad to just have a cameo from Batman showing how Joker got caught, I get that story-wise. It makes sense. You know, it's the Joker.
And it ties, well,
But not advertising Batman in it, it makes the movie have to stand on its own feet, its own story. Instead of people going and thinking it's a Batman movie, they're going to see Suicide Squad, and that actually makes me really happy and really hopeful that this is going to be an awesome film. I think it will be. It comes out 2 weeks before my birthday, so early birthday gift to me.
it's perfect. Suicide Squad is in theaters in the U.S. August 6, 2016. We're going to talk about it a lot in the upcoming months. We'll probably get at least, I would say, one more trailer, maybe a month or so before it comes out. So I'm excited about that. I think we're all pretty optimistic about this movie, more so than Batman versus Superman.
For sure.
Definitely.
Superman versus Batman.
I'm-
Or whatever the hell.
I'm
it
looking
is.
forward to both.
Oh yeah, of course.
I'm looking forward to Suicide Squad more.
I am much more
Yeah,
looking forward
absolutely.
to
Yeah.
Suicide Squad. It's not even close for me. But that being said, where can we find y'all on Twitter?
I'm at Jeffrey Pobbs.
No Twitter.
No, focus on the Geekiverse, people.
And no Twitter. But Pete.
At Pete Hurt.
All right, beautiful. I am at Josiah D. Leroy. You can visit the Geekiverse on Facebook. We have a new URL. It is facebook.com/thegeekiverse. Twitter and Instagram, we are at _Geekiverse. And you can follow us on our YouTube channel and also on iTunes. We have a podcast for free. So download that. We'd appreciate that. Leave your comments below. Are you excited for Suicide Squad? What do you want to see more of? We'd love to hear from you. For Jeff, Bruner, Pete, and Nick, I'm Josiah. We'll see you next week.